If you love crispy, spicy, and cheesy goodness, this one's for you. Today, we're making the ultimate spicy buttermilk fried chicken, drizzled in rich honey butter sauce, paired with loaded potato wedges, topped with crispy bacon and gooey cheddar, plus a side of sweet buttery cornbread. This is the kind of comfort food that hits different. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Teika's Kitchen.
First, let's talk ingredients. The chicken, we'll cut this bad boy down in about 6 to 8 pieces. For the buttermilk marinade, 1 tablespoon hot sauce, 3 tablespoons Cajun seasoning, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, half teaspoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon paprika, 2 cups buttermilk. For the spicy honey butter sauce, we'll need 1/4 cup honey, 2 tablespoons melted butter, half teaspoon each of cayenne pepper and smoked paprika. For the coating, 1 tablespoon paprika, 1 teaspoon each of cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt, half teaspoon black pepper, half cup cornstarch for extra crispness, and 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and of course about 3 cups of vegetable oil for frying. Up next, our cornbread. We'll need 1 cup each of cornmeal and flour, 1/3 cup granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt. We'll also need 1 cup buttermilk, 2 eggs, and half cup melted butter. Now, before we turn this bird into crispy, spicy perfection, we gotta break it down. Wing style drumsticks. Let's get to work. And just like that, we are almost there. Alright, just 2 more pieces to go. And guess what? It's gonna be time for cleaning. Alright, and just like that, guys. Oh yeah. No, before we add those bold seasoning, we have to ensure that the chicken is clean, right? Alright, so what we're doing here is just to scrape the skin to remove all those unwanted residue. Alright, up next we are gonna give it a nice rinse in some lemon and vinegar to remove any impurities and ensure it's fresh and clean. Now always take the time to clean your chicken properly. This step makes all the difference. Alright, now that it is nice and clean, it's now time to drain and also to pat dry. Now draining your chicken of that excess water and also pat drying ensures that the seasoning will adhere to the chicken well, right? And we're going in with all those spices. So first, before we add the marinade, we're adding about 1.5 tablespoons of that Cajun seasoning because we need it to come in direct contact with the chicken before we add it to the buttermilk marinade. Alright, and just like that, give it a quick massage to lock in the flavor, and we're just gonna allow it to sit like that for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead now and make the buttermilk marinade. So all the spices that I showed you earlier, that is what we're now adding to the buttermilk, and we're giving it a good whisk to evenly combine all these elements together so that this marinade can be beautiful, it can be flavorful. Alright, and it's now time to pour it over our chicken, guys, giving it a good stir so each is coated nicely, and we're going to leave this for about 2 hours. You could even do it overnight. Now while that is sitting, we're working on our coating, and of course we have to add seasoning to our coating because, as you know, layers of flavor is what we are about, right? Now while that is sitting, we're going to go ahead too and prep our loaded potato wedges, because guess what? Oh yeah, we want everything to be ready in similar timing so everything can be nice and hot. So these potatoes were washed already, and a nice new abrasive cleaner is good enough for that to remove any dirt or impurities, because as you can see, we are not peeling these potatoes. Alright, and to the baking tray they'll go into the oven. Up next, it's time to prep our cornbread. All the ingredients, guys, we're whisking the melted butter there with the buttermilk. followed up with the egg, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients. Now we're going to use the muffin method to create this, where you add liquid ingredients together, then you combine the dry, and then you put both together in the bowl. Alright, greasing our loaf pan, adding the butter, and just like that, guys, it's ready for the oven. Clean the edges, and guess what? Oh yeah, you guessed it right, it's time to coat the chicken in the coating mixture, right? Taking it there from the buttermilk marinade. Oh my gosh, I can just, this aroma, this chicken is uncooked, and I tell you, the smell is something to talk about already, guys. Those spices did their thing, I tell you. All right, coating it nicely. Ensure that we pat that butter in to get all those lovely flakes. This chicken is gonna be so nice and juicy, okay? And this is what it is looking like at the end of the coating process. And guess what time it is? Oh yeah, it's time to fry up these bad boys. All right, but not before we flavor this oil. So we have added onions and also garlic to release a burst of flavor in this oil, okay? All right, and by the time you know it, it's gonna be time to drop these chicken. And a perfect oil temperature is anything between 325 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, now it will also take about 10 to 15 minutes, you know, but the best way to check is with a thermometer, and it should read about 165 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, and look at that, guys, it's time to turn these seasoned potato wedges in loaded potatoes. Alright, and there we are, crumbling the bacon, cutting into small pieces, and guess what? Oh yeah, we're topping them on with some extra cheese. Alright, just like that. Oh yeah, the cornbread is also ready. Now what we're doing here is just to mix butter and a little honey together, and we're just going to give it a nice generous coating while it's hot. All right, and sprinkling with a little cayenne, and by the time you know it, oh yeah, it's time to get these bad boys out, right? Because they are nice and ready. Now in we go with the second batch, and while that's cooking, we are working on our spicy honey butter sauce. All right, look at that, guys, we add all those spices, giving it a good mix. It's time to give our chicken a nice flip. Continuing the cooking process there, chicken back on our sauce, because multitasking is what we got to do, okay? Now it was about that time. They are nice and ready. Time to get them out the pot. Now that we have all our dishes ready, it's time for the best part, plating. Alright, slicing that cornbread. We've got golden brown crunchy spicy buttermilk fried chicken, dripping with the spicy honey butter sauce. Next, crispy seasoned load potato wedges covered in melty cheddar and smoky bacon. And to balance all that heat, a slice of soft buttery cornbread, lightly drizzled with honey and butter. Just look at that. Who's grabbing a plate? Let me know in the comments. And that's a wrap on this crispy, spicy and cheesy feast. If you love this recipe, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more mouth-watering dishes. What should I cook next? Let me know below. I might just make it next. Alright, thank you so much for cooking with me today, and love y'all. Enjoy.